Welcome back to Liverpool Transfer Daily, your ultimate source for all Liverpool FC transfer news. Our first news is this: Arne Slot gives answer after Premier League club approach. Liverpool last week dismissed Arne Slot as head coach. The Dutchman got off to the best possible start, winning the 2024-25 Premier League title at the first time of asking. But events took a severe downward turn during the 2025-26 season, with the defending champions ending up in 5th place. Factor in domestic cup humiliations against Crystal Palace and Manchester City, as well as Champions League elimination to Paris Saint-Germain, and you can understand why the club were forced to act. Slot did not survive his end-of-season review with Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, with the Liverpool sporting director pulling the trigger last Saturday. Fulham make approach to Arne Slot. Andoni Iraola has since been installed as new Liverpool head coach, agreeing a 2-year deal on Merseyside, having left Bournemouth. Slot was under contract until 2027 and leaves Liverpool having agreed a £7 million compensation package. What's next for Slot remains unknown. He has been extensively linked to the Netherlands head coach role, where Ronald Koeman is expected to depart after the FIFA World Cup. A return to the Eredivisie has also been suggested, with Ajax previously said to be a contender for his signature. Celtic in the Scottish top flight have also been mooted as a destination, while AC Milan were also thought to be keen. And following Marco Silva's departure as Fulham head coach, the 47-year-old was approached by the Cottagers. Arne Slot taking his time for next role. Now, The Times has detailed Slot's response, offering the West London side a firm no in talks. Arne Slot rejects Fulham approach amid Netherlands link, the report reads. Dutchman, who was sacked by Liverpool last week, is not interested in vacancy in West London and is taking his time to choose next role. Slot won't be short of offers, and it's understandable that he is taking a deliberate approach to his next role. The Liverpool sacking will have come as a massive shock for the title-winning boss, who was all but assured of continuing on Merseyside. He even got close to appointing his right-hand man, Etienne Reinen, but Liverpool decision-makers called a halt to that move following Slot's departure. Next news: Rio Ngumoha's Liverpool feelings clear as club could trigger £50 million clause. Andoni Iraola is already facing his first challenge as Liverpool manager, just days after his official appointment. The Spaniard was named earlier this week after the Reds chose to part company with Arne Slot. The club's 5th place finish marked a significant slide down the table from their league-winning campaign last year, with the Reds expected to delve into the transfer market this summer to bolster their squad. Slot had already started planning for the window before his departure, with Iraola now assuming responsibilities ahead of his inaugural season in Merseyside. The 43-year-old may only be 3 days into the role, but he must grapple with the latest transfer news concerning one of his players. Rio Ngumoha's position. The Reds were dealt a blow with news that Bayern Munich have earmarked Rio Ngumoha as a summer target following his standout season at Anfield. The 17-year-old has been pinpointed as the perfect addition to their flourishing forward line that includes former Liverpool star Luis Diaz, according to YNWA. The publication also states that no contact has been made between the two clubs, while Ngumoha is aware of Bayern's interest in him. Some supporters might worry about the Bundesliga champions trying to snatch one of Europe's brightest prospects, but they should take some comfort from the youngster's previous remarks about Liverpool. However, the player has already expressed his admiration for Liverpool. After netting the first goal in the Reds' 2-0 victory over Fulham in April, making him the club's youngest ever league goalscorer, he told Sky Sports, "Liverpool, for me, is the biggest club in the world. To start so young and the manager having belief in me and all the players, it's great. So I've got to keep working hard and keep pushing on and just go again." The youngster may be looking forward to working under Iraola, whose high-tempo style of football could suit Ngumoha perfectly. £50 million release clause consideration. Securing a winger is one of Liverpool's main objectives this summer, following Mohamed Salah's exit. Yan Diomande has been the primary target for the Reds, but they might consider other options when it comes to replacing the Egyptian legend. According to reports from Record in Portugal, the Premier League team are closest to signing Sporting CP star Francisco Trincao by activating his £50 million release clause this summer. The publication suggests the club needs to offload players before making purchases. The 26-year-old was on loan at Wolves during the 2021-22 season, but only scored 2 goals in 28 league appearances. Since joining the Portuguese heavyweights in 2023, after spending the previous season there on loan, he's racked up 47 goals and 51 assists in 208 matches and has been selected for Portugal's FIFA World Cup 2026 squad this month. Next news. Liverpool interest in £100 million Wonderkid confirmed. Liverpool keeping close watch on Krupi as Bournemouth prepare for transfer interest. Liverpool's summer planning is already generating intrigue, and one of the names attracting growing attention is Eli Junior Krupi. The teenage forward enjoyed a remarkable breakthrough campaign with Bournemouth and has quickly become one of the most talked about young talents in European football. Liverpool are among the clubs monitoring Krupi's situation closely, despite the significant financial commitment required to secure his signature. Bournemouth are understood to value the striker at more than £100 million after a sensational first season in the Premier League. Krupi's emergence has transformed Bournemouth's outlook. Bournemouth's decision to sign Krupi from Lorient for around £12 million now looks like one of the shrewdest pieces of business in recent years. At just 19 years of age, the French attacker delivered 13 Premier League goals during his debut campaign, establishing himself as one of the division's most dangerous young forwards. His development under Andoni Iraola has been particularly impressive. Speaking to BBC Match of the Day earlier in the season, Iraola praised the youngster's natural instincts in front of goal. Junior is a finisher. His strength is that he smells the opportunities. His finishing is very good with his right foot and left foot. Those qualities have become increasingly evident throughout the campaign. Krupi has demonstrated an impressive variety to his game, scoring from distance, finishing volleys, converting instinctive chances inside the penalty area, and producing moments of individual brilliance when Bournemouth needed inspiration. With Liverpool now beginning a new era under Iraola, links between the club and Krupi have inevitably intensified. Liverpool weighing future attacking options. Liverpool's recruitment model has long focused on identifying elite talent before players reach their absolute peak. Krupi fits that profile perfectly. The striker possesses technical quality, composure, and an instinctive understanding of space that cannot easily be taught. More importantly, he has already shown he can produce consistently in one of the most demanding leagues in world football. There is no suggestion that Liverpool are preparing an immediate move, particularly given the strength of their current attacking options. However, when a teenager finishes among the Premier League's leading scorers, it becomes impossible for top clubs to ignore his progress. The challenge is Bournemouth's valuation. Any club pursuing Krupi would need to commit a substantial fee, reflecting both his current ability and his enormous long-term potential. Mick Brown outlines transfer reality. Former Manchester United chief scout Mick Brown believes Liverpool are naturally among the clubs paying attention to the Bournemouth star. Speaking to Football Insider, Brown said, "Liverpool will certainly be interested in Krupi. He will be on their radar, as he will with most of the top clubs in Europe because of the season he's just had for Bournemouth. When a 19-year-old is performing the way he has been at this level, it's always going to attract interest from the biggest clubs, not just in England, but in Europe. From Bournemouth's point of view, of course, they would like to keep him, but they've shown before they're willing to sell players. If somebody like Liverpool comes in with a huge offer for him, I'm sure they'll be prepared to accept it, and then they can go and find a replacement." Brown's assessment reflects the reality facing Bournemouth. Success inevitably attracts attention, and Krupi's rise has been impossible to overlook. Bournemouth face battle to keep rising star. For Bournemouth supporters, The priority will be seeing Krupi continue his development at the club. Yet modern football rarely allows emerging stars to remain hidden for long. Liverpool, alongside several elite European clubs, will undoubtedly continue monitoring his progress over the coming months. Whether any side is prepared to meet Bournemouth's lofty valuation remains another matter entirely. What appears certain is that Krupi has moved beyond the category of promising prospect. His performances have elevated him into conversations usually reserved for established stars, and at just 19 years old, his ceiling remains exceptionally high. Bournemouth may not want to sell, but if Krupi continues on his current trajectory, interest from Liverpool and other major clubs is only likely to grow stronger. Next news. Ibrahima Konaté's huge Real Madrid package shows Liverpool paid the price for delay. Ibrahima Konaté's expected move to Real Madrid is starting to look like one of the biggest free transfer deals of the summer. The French defender is preparing to leave Liverpool without a transfer fee, and new reports from Spain claim his salary package at the Santiago Bernabéu will be massive. Konaté is set to join Madrid after failing to agree fresh terms at Anfield. According to YNWA, Konaté's Real Madrid contract will run until 2030 and will see him earn around €24 million gross per season. That works out at roughly €460,000 per week, or about £400,000 per week before tax. Over the full 4-year deal, his wages would be worth around £83 million. Real Madrid are signing Konaté as a free agent. On top of that, because Madrid are signing him on a free transfer, he is reportedly set to receive a signing-on bonus of around £17 million. That is a huge financial package, but this is how elite free transfers work now. Real Madrid are not paying Liverpool a fee, so they can redirect a large chunk of money towards the player's wages and bonus. From Madrid's point of view, it still looks like smart business. Konaté is 27, experienced, physically dominant, and has played at the highest level for Liverpool and France. For Liverpool, though, this is a painful lesson. Konaté joined from RB Leipzig in 2021 and went on to make 183 appearances, winning the Premier League, FA Cup and 2 League Cups with the club. Frenchman leaves Liverpool after 5 years. Losing a player of that quality for nothing is a major blow, especially when centre-backs in today's market often cost huge money. Liverpool have handled this situation badly. Konaté was too valuable to let his contract reach this stage without either agreeing a renewal or selling him earlier. Real Madrid have once again shown why they are masters of the free transfer market. For Konaté, the move makes sense. He gets a huge contract, a signing bonus, and the chance to play for one of football's biggest clubs. Next news. Rio Ngumoha, feelings clear as club could trigger £50 million release clause. Andoni Iraola is already confronting his first challenge as Liverpool manager, just days after his official appointment. The Spaniard was confirmed earlier this week following the Reds' decision to part company with Arne Slot. The club's 5th place finish represented a dramatic decline from their title-winning campaign the previous year, with the Reds anticipated to enter the transfer market this summer to strengthen their squad. Slot had already started preparing for the window before his departure, with Iraola now assuming responsibility ahead of his maiden campaign on Merseyside. The 43-year-old may be merely 3 days into his role, but must address the latest transfer development concerning one of his players. Rio Ngumoha's position. The Reds received news that Bayern Munich have identified Rio Ngumoha as a target this summer following his breakthrough season at Anfield. The 17-year-old has been pinpointed as the perfect addition to their flourishing attacking line that features former Liverpool star Luis Diaz, according to YNWA. The outlet reports that no dialogue has taken place between the two clubs, while Ngumoha is conscious of Bayern's interest in him. Some supporters may worry about the Bundesliga champions attempting to lure away one of Europe's most promising talents, but should take some comfort given the youngster's earlier remarks about Liverpool. Yet the player has already made his feelings for Liverpool abundantly clear. After netting the opener in the Reds' 2-0 victory over Fulham in April that made him the club's youngest ever league goalscorer, he told YNWA, "Liverpool, for me, is the biggest club in the world. To start so young and the manager having belief in me and all the players, it's great. So I've got to keep working hard and keep pushing on and just go again." The youngster may well be thriving under Iraola, whose high-tempo style of play could suit Ngumoha perfectly. £50 million release clause consideration. Bringing in a winger ranks amongst Liverpool's top priorities this summer following Mohamed Salah's exit. Yan Diomande has been the standout target for the Reds, though they may pursue an alternative route when it comes to filling the void left by the Egyptian superstar. According to reports from Record in Portugal, the Premier League outfit are closest to securing Sporting CP star Francisco Trincao by activating his £50 million release clause this summer. The publication claims the club must offload players before strengthening their squad. The 26-year-old spent the 2021-22 campaign on loan at Wolves, but managed a modest 2 goals in 28 league outings. Since joining the Portuguese Giants in 2023, after spending the previous season there on loan, he has contributed 47 goals and 51 assists across 208 appearances and earned a place in Portugal's FIFA World Cup 2026 squad this month. Next news. Full list of Liverpool transfer targets going to World Cup 2026 with Iraola on scouting mission. Liverpool will have their focus firmly set on numerous transfer targets this summer who'll compete in the FIFA World Cup 2026. The summer tournament is just 4 days away, with all 48 nations having announced their 26-man squads for the competition. The quadrennial event not only showcases the best players in the world of football, but platforms many others to clinch a big move based on their performance on the biggest stage in the sport. The Reds are in a position where they can both attract the best players available, as well as providing a system where highly regarded talents can strive to progress their footballing education. With changes set to be made in the makeup of Liverpool's squad, one significant change has already been triggered with Arne Slot's sacking. Departing Bournemouth boss Andoni Iraola is the clear favourite to replace the Dutchman and has already agreed personal terms with the Reds, according to YNWA. The Spaniard's fast and aggressive style of play is a stark contrast to Slot's possession-based tactics. The 43-year-old will hope to have the funds available to transform the current Liverpool side into his image, with the World Cup providing a golden opportunity for him to scout who'll best fit his new-look side.